Archbishop Leon Tourian was the primate of the Eastern Diocese of the Armenian Apostolic Church of America. He was assassinated in New York City by his political opponents. Preceding events. Leon Tourian was born 1 January 1879 in Istanbul, Ottoman Empire. Before his appointment to New York in 1931, Tourian was Archbishop of Smyrna, Vicar Patriarch of Constantinople, and later a prelate in Greece, Bulgaria, and in Manchester, United Kingdom. The incident that resulted in a plot to assassinate the Archbishop took place on 1 July 1933, in a pavilion for the celebration of Armenian Day at the Century of Progress Exposition in Chicago. Archbishop Tourian, upon his arrival to deliver an invocation, ordered the removal of the red, blue, and orange tricolour of the Democratic Republic of Armenia from the stage before he would step out on it. From the Archbishop's point of view, appearing beside this flag would provoke the wrath of Armenia's Soviet government, which was a serious concern, since the Church's ultimate seat of spiritual authority lay in the Holy See at Echmiadzin, within the borders of Soviet Armenia, and the Catholicos of all Armenians felt bound to keep peace with Soviet authorities. However, the members of the nationalist Armenian Revolutionary Federation, known as Dashnaks, for whom the flag was a sacred symbol of the Armenian nation, took this as an act of treason. Tourian was soon attacked by 5 ARF members in Worcester, Massachusetts. 2 of the attackers were convicted. After this incident, Tourian hired a bodyguard. Murder. The conflict climaxed on December 24, 1933, when several men attacked Tourian in the Church of the Holy Cross in Washington Heights, Manhattan. At the start of the Christmas Eve service, Tourian's constant bodyguard, Kossoff Gargodian, was sitting in the back of the church, certain that there would be no assault upon Tourian in a holy place on the day before Christmas. However, when the Archbishop passed at the end of the procession, the 5th row of pews from the rear, he was suddenly surrounded by a group of men in such a fashion as to hide the actions of the companions. 2 of the assailants stabbed Tourian with large butcher knives, and once the Archbishop fell, the attackers scattered and mixed with the crowd. 2 of the assailants were seized by the parishioners, beaten, and subsequently handed over to the police. The police soon apprehended the other 7 assailants, who were all ARF members. On July 14, 1934, after a trial that lasted 5 weeks, 2 of them, Mateusz Lalijan and Nishan Sarkisian, were found guilty of first-degree murder, and the other 7 of first-degree manslaughter. Lalijan and Sarkisian were sentenced to death, but Governor of New York Herbert Lehman commuted the death sentences to life imprisonment on account of most unusual circumstances in this case. The other 7 were given prison terms of varying lengths, from 10 to 20 years. Aftermath. After the killing, American Armenian followers of the Armenian Apostolic Church became split between local churches affiliated with the Catholicosate of all Armenians, located at the time in Soviet Armenia, and those affiliated with the Catholicosate of Cilicia in Antelias, near Beirut, Lebanon. Though the liturgy has stayed the same, individual congregations became either entirely Dashnak or anti-Dashnak in the membership, with forcible expulsions and violent fights in some instances. For decades to come, Armenians of the Dashnak persuasion would hold the 9 Dashnak defendants to be innocent scapegoats and Archbishop Tourian to be a traitor to his nation, while non-Dashnak Armenians would consider the 9 suspects and the entire Dashnak party responsible for the crime. At present there are 2 Armenian church structures in the United States: the Mother See of Holy Echmiadzin, which is divided into the Eastern and Western Dioceses of the Armenian Church of America, and the Holy See of Cilicia, which is divided into the Eastern and Western Prelacies of the Armenian Apostolic Church of America.